I got my ultrasound done and I knew that I was pregnant. I was picked up on a traffic violation for failure to appear. This was in 2013. People need to understand what happened in that jail. My name is Tuesday Olson. I grew up in Durango, Colorado, and I am a mother to a 3-year-old. I love everything about my child. I like being a mom. It's changed my life in so many ways. Memory, she wants to be a ballerina. I want to be able to give my daughter everything and build the ideal family life. I went into the La Plata County Jail on the traffic violation as a failure to appear. I was around a month pregnant. They knew that I was pregnant. They were telling me that I was lying. They told me that I couldn't get prenatal pills and I wasn't able to go to an OBGYN at that time. I kind of just had a feeling that something wasn't right with my pregnancy. I started having cramps and then I started bleeding. And I told them that I needed to see a nurse and they told me to go lay down. It just got worse. I demanded that I be taken to the hospital and they refused me to go to the hospital. Soon they put me into a medical observation room and put me on a pad count. The explanation of a pad count is they wanted to see how many pads I filled up within an hour of blood bleeding vaginally during pregnancy, instead of taking me to the hospital. I literally could not even walk, and they threw a mat on the floor and left me in there and threw me 2 pads. I was in there for 3 days. I just sat there and I was praying to God, God, whatever is happening right now, just let this be in your will. And I was begging them to take me to the hospital so I can find out what happened so I didn't lose my baby. Medically, I ended up having a blood infection from my pelvis to my breasts. I ended up losing consciousness, and that's whenever I woke up in an ambulance in the Sally Port. And they hooked me up to an IV inside of the back of the ambulance. Angie Wingard, whenever I was in the back of the ambulance, she just sat there with her hand on her gun like I was gonna run or something. And I'm literally handcuffed to the gurney. They told me that I needed a C-section. But they took me back to the jail immediately after this C-section had happened. And I started hurting again. I need to go back to the hospital. And they wouldn't take me. Finally, I was if you don't take me to the hospital, I'm gonna file a civil lawsuit against you. I just lost my baby. So at this time, they take me back to the hospital finally. They found out that I had a ruptured fallopian tube. I had been bleeding for days at this time. I did have an ectopical pregnancy. At that time, I had had complete organ failure. I lost a fallopian tube, I lost an ovary, I had kidney failure. I ended up losing half of my women organs. I lost a baby. They did not offer me any counseling or any type of therapy after losing my baby or losing my organs. I was segregated into a solitude room by myself with no interaction with anybody. Nobody got held accountable for what they did to me. I don't know what accountability would look like because I was being held accountable for not appearing in court and I ended up losing my child and my organs. Do they have to go to therapy for the rest of their life or counseling for losing their kid over a traffic violation? No. I got off of probation June 2nd, completed it successfully. Our life is good. It is good. It's nothing like it could have been. I'm thankful to have my daughter and my boyfriend and my dog and my family. Whether they're there on a murder charge or they're on a traffic violation, nobody deserves to go through what I went through. It's not right. It's not human. It's not. I want people to know my story so that women that are in the situation that I was in are going to be able to get the proper medical attention that we deserve as pregnant women incarcerated. Because that's the truth.